welcome to the second broadcast on our dream series. This is part 2, and in part 2 we'll look at types of dreams. There are 4 categories of dreams. The first one is called the literal dream. Literal dream. This is an actual dream, the real life situation dream. It's a dream that does not require interpretation. Whatever you see in that dream is what will come to pass. There are many examples that you can give from the scriptures concerning this. A literal dream can carry a message of warning, it can carry a message of instruction, it can be an impartation direct from the Lord to you. When we read in Matthew chapter 1 verses 20, we are told of the story of Joseph, the father of our Lord Jesus Christ. When he was thinking about divorcing his wife, the angel of the Lord appeared to him in a dream and told him that, do not do so. What you are seeing is the working of the Lord. It is the Lord who planned this. So just take Mary as your wife. Then in chapter 2 verses 12 to 13, again the same angel appeared to Joseph and told him that you are not supposed to be here. There is someone who is seeking to destroy the child. Go to Egypt and stay there until I tell you to come back. So we are seeing that in a little dream, things that you know are the things that appear. And something that does not align with a real life situation, then that dream can never be categorized as a little dream. The other example that we can get is the story of Solomon in 1 Kings chapter 3 verses 15. Maybe this one I can read it and get it quickly. 1 Kings chapter 3 verses 15. It reads, and Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. So here we are told that when God appeared to him in a dream, he asked him to request for anything. He said, ask anything that you want and I will do it for you. And then Solomon asked for wisdom, and God imparted that wisdom to Solomon. And when Solomon awoke, he discovered that it was just a dream. But in that dream, he received something from God. So that is all about the literal dream. It is an actual dream. The second type of a dream is called a message dream. In a message dream, you may dream about a lot of things, but those things, they may just be carrying a message. So the dream details are not as important as the dream itself. You may have a lot of characters in a dream, but there's only a message for you. We may not have many examples from the scripture, but we can take an example of a literal vision from the book of Acts. Acts chapter 16 verses 9 to 12. The vision that Paul had. And the vision appeared to Paul in the night. A man of Macedonia was standing there, urging him and saying, come over to Macedonia and help us. And when Paul had seen the vision, immediately we sought to go on to Macedonia, concluding that God had called us to preach the gospel to them. So this may not be a dream, but we can link it to a dream. In that vision, Paul saw someone calling him to go to Macedonia. When Paul went to Macedonia, he never looked for that man. In fact, it was a man who appeared in a vision. But when Paul went to Macedonia, the first people he met were women, and he preached to those women. So the details of the man, whether he was tall, short, where he was staying, were immaterial. But the message was, come to Macedonia. And the third category is what is called a prophetic dream. Now, a prophetic dream is a dream that carries a prophetic message. A prophetic dream may be equivalent to the act of prophecy. Let us read this scripture quickly in Deuteronomy 13. Deuteronomy 13 verses 1 and 2. 13, it reads, "If a prophet or a dreamer of dreams arises among you and gives you a sign or a wonder, and the signs or wonder that he tells you come to pass." See here that God is saying, if he calls someone a prophet and this prophet dreams a dream and it comes to pass. Okay, so God may give a message to somebody who's anointed, and that dream may be predictive, or it may be a warning, or maybe an instruction. The fourth category is what is called symbolic dream. Now, symbolic dreams are the most common dreams that we usually have. In a symbolic dream, everything is a representation of something. What you see there does not mean what it is. It is just a symbol, a representation of something. And these types of dreams, they require interpretation. So they are not easy to interpret, and most of us usually trash them because they do not make sense to us. There are a lot of people in the scriptures who had these dreams, symbolic dreams. When you take an example of Nebuchadnezzar, he had dreams, a lot of dreams, but two of his dreams, one of them he saw a statue, and the statue had different parts, and each part was representing a nation. He also had another dream where he saw a tree, and birds of the air were coming to that tree, making their nests there. Animals would come from different corners of the earth to go and be sheltered there. And when Daniel was giving an interpretation, he was saying, this tree that you saw is yourself. So all those things that were there, they had meaning. So that's about symbolic dream. The other person who had symbolic dream was Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. He had two dreams, different dreams. And whatever he saw in those dreams, they were just symbols representing something. We see that when Joseph came to give the interpretation, he was saying, the 7 fatty cows that you saw are the 7 years, and so on. The butler and the cupbearer of Pharaoh, those two, they each had a dream, and the dreams that they had were symbolic. And Joseph came in to interpret those dreams, because what they saw there were not the actual things. So in a symbolic dreams, the symbols depict something. A symbolic dream is like a parable. You cannot take it literally. Okay? It's supposed to be interpreted. So those are the 4 categories of dreams.